Good evening, everyone. I prepared some deals. Uh, Maybe you noticed there was a lot of tough defensive problems uh, in this set. And the first one on board one already. My plan was that most of you would lead a spade. The auction was 1 no, pass, 3 no, pass, pass, pass. On most of the tables. And this hand was a good problem, it turned out, because half of the tables managed to set the contract, and at the other half, the contract made. So the lead here is pretty straightforward. You lead the 5 if you lead fourth best, or you lead the 2 if you lead third or fifth best. And now declarer should play the king to hide the queen in her hand. And West, and here's some plays differently if you give count or if you give attitude. So my advice is that you give attitude in these positions to let partner know if you have the queen or if you don't have the queen. So if you play standard signals here, you would play the 3, or if you play upside down signals, you would play the 10. So let's say you play standard signals here. Now declarer plays the 9 or jack of diamonds, and West follows, and East win. Or East could duck one round. Now the problem is for East. If she should play the ace and try to cash the spades, or if she should play a heart, trying to find partner with the king of hearts to have a spade played through the declarer. Half of you got this right, and half of you didn't. So there is a way to solve these kind of problems. And it's the theme of the 6 deals that I arranged today. It's the second trick signals in no trump and in trumps. To let your partner know more about the deal. And the idea is it's normally not important here to give count in declarer's longest suits, which is usually the suit that she plays at trick 2. So if it's not obvious that count is important, you should try to let partner know what to play when she gets in. So West here, she must hope that partner gets in diamonds, and she wants to send a message about what to play. So here a lot of people play a Smith signal, meaning if you play high, it says you like the suit led. And if you play low, it means you don't like the suit led. So here, since you have already played the 3 saying that you don't like the suit, you should play a high diamond to say, I didn't have the queen of spades, but I like the suit because I have 4. I could have 2 from the start, I could have 3, or in this case, I have 4. So I'm interested in a continuation. So this way, East may know that it's right to play the ace of spades. If West had only 2 or 3 spades from the start, she would not have played a high diamond. So this is a Smith signal, which I can recommend. So the idea is you only give count in declarer suit if it's important. And here it's clearly not important for East to know the count of the diamond suit. Any questions on this so far? This is a theme that will reoccur on 4 deals, I think. So you will get the full picture and the usefulness of this signal. So let's go to board 2. So here, and I'm assuming most of you play 15 to 17 no trump or 14 to 16 possibly. So here I again assume that most tables open 1 no. South has a good hand with 5 spades, but she's red against white. So I'm assuming most of you passed. West has a couple of options. She could show clubs on the way to no trump. She could be maybe puppet if you play puppet, asking for 5 card majors, because she's a little bit interested in finding out if partner has 5 spades. Or she could just bid 3 no trump. But no matter what bid she chooses here, you will end up in 3 no. And neither north nor south has a bid. So here again, you have a pretty clear lead, I would say. I think most of you have led a spade. Once again, you could lead the 2 if you play 5th best. You could lead the 3 if you play 4th best, or you could lead the jack playing 4th or 5th best. Generally, if you have 2 cards only in a sequence, it's better to lead low. If you don't also have the 8. So here I would recommend leading the 3, but I could live with the jack. Declare raise the ace or the queen, or possibly the 9 even, to try to win the trick. And now place a club. So here, again, it's not important to give count because the declarer has a lot of entries in dummy. So you don't need to duck clubs to keep her from enjoying dummy. But is this a Smith situation where high would be I like spades and the 7 would be I don't like spades? No, because when the declarer played the 9 and you follow with a low card, it's obvious that you don't like spades. So partner is never going to play another spade. So now instead what you want to tell partner is if she should play a heart or a diamond. How can we do that? Well, you certainly want partner to play a diamond, no? So you should play your lowest club. So it's not count, but it's saying I like the lower suit of the remaining possible suits. Now, south may win the ace directly, but the problem here is that she will not know if the 7 is high or low, because partner could have 9-7, or she could have 7-4. So she should wait 1 round. And another club reveals to south that north prefers diamonds over hearts, because she played her lowest club first and then her higher. So I get the question here. Isn't it risky not to take the lead with the ace in case they switch to a diamond? Yeah. It's not risky because if North has the jack or the 10, you can win with the king. 9, 10, king. So you're always winning the first trick. And now you can play a club from your hand. So the 9 just gives you the extra chance of getting an extra trick in spades. A question from Calvin Weisblom. But how can you show partner both? Smith don't like lead and at the same time to show diamonds. So this is a good question. And it was what I was trying to explain here. On the first board, when you said king low, I don't like spade, you could still have a lot of spades, and spades could still be interesting. So now Smith applies. High, I like the lead. Low, I don't like the lead. But here, when it goes 3, 9, 4, it's impossible that North likes the lead. So Smith is no longer in play because we only play Smith if it's possible that North likes the lead. I don't know if that makes any sense. But it's a lot to think about. So because of this, so it's not count because it's not necessary to show count. It's not Smith because it's clear to everyone that North does not like the lead. So now what's left is suit preference. I like diamonds. And South ducks to learn more about the club spots. Now South knows for sure that partner is not preferring hearts. So South should play a diamond. Let's see if someone got this right at the table. 3 no, down 3. So let's try this one. Joe Gerald, are you here? You okay. The auction was played from the other side. So probably North here led a diamond, yes. That was an easier ride. Let's see. Okay, so apparently we have a lot of pairs here also playing a weak no trump. So opening the east hand with hearts, which also makes makes the defensive problem a lot easier. Let's see if I can find a pair that plays a strong no trump. Here. So here Renata Cariani opened one no trump, I suppose 15-17. South elected to overcall. Very aggressive, but in the realm of possibility. Okay. So here Lavinia asked a question, but if the declarer plays the ace, which one does apply? Good question. So, and this is quite complicated. When the declarer plays the ace, who has the king? Uh, Declare, right? Because declare would never play the ace from ace queen 9 if she didn't hold the king. So the rule still applies. Spades is not the suit to continue for south. On some deals, it's possible to play the ace from ace queen 9, and it's the right play, but those are rare. Normally, declarer will finesse with the queen at least. So actually, I would say that the trickiest card to play here is the queen. So if it goes spade 3, queen of spades, spade 4, low spade. Now it's possible for North to have the jack of spades. So Smith would be in play, maybe. But also, it seems pretty urgent to find the right suit to play. So I would say still that it should be suit preference, because it looks here that you need to cash 4 fast tricks after you catch the ace of clubs. So let's see how the play went. Yes, and jack is in my own hand. That's a that's a very good point, Ping. I'm getting confused by the good questions. But on a general principle, the hardest card here for the defenders is to play the queen of spades, because it doesn't tell them everything about the suit. Okay, so let's see what happened. South led. Lizzie played and Renata played the 9, winning the trick. Playing the 5 of clubs, playing the 7 of clubs, king. Oh, nice play, Lizzie. Working the club to find out what the 7 of clubs is. Is it high or is it low? So 7-9 saying I like diamonds. Very well done by Lizzie and Rosemary. Here again, so prepared that most players will open one no. North will ask for majors. South will deny. And North. So this is the recommended auction playing a strong no trump. But I noticed a lot of you also play weak no trump here. So you would open a diamond. And the lead is once again the 4 or the deuce of spades. Here declarer does best again to win the king, to hide the honor in her hand, because the king is visible to everyone. And East gives, well, it's kind of interesting. I play here that if I don't have the queen, I have to give a signal saying I don't like the suit. So playing standard signals, that would be the 3. Playing upside down, you would play the 9. But it's possible here to give a positive signals also with the jack. It depends on the board. But that's not the main issue here. So declarer now has to set up tricks in hearts. And she does well to do so at trick 2, because if she plays diamonds first, it becomes easier for the defense to learn about the hand. So here East has a problem. Should she win the ace directly, or should she duck 1? Well, since you could have 4 spade tricks and the cleric could have 9 tricks outside hearts and spades, I would say it's normal here to play the ace on the first trick. South doesn't unblock because she wants to hide the king. And here again, is this a Smith situation, you think? Or is it a count situation, or is it a suit pair situation? And why? Well, count in the heart suit, not important, right? Because she has entries in dummy, in diamonds. But here it's important to tell East if the spade suit is good or bad in context. Now, most people who lead a low card in a suit, here the 4 of spades, has promised an honor. So the spade suit is not good in this context. Plus, you have a side suit that you're interested in. So here I would play a low heart to suggest I don't have the ace of spades. This is a tough board. But knowing partner doesn't have the ace of spades, you can now count a lot of tricks for the declarer in hearts and diamonds. What? If West instead had the ace of diamonds and not the ace of clubs, she should say she likes the lead because now she wants partner to play another spade because she has the ace of diamonds to stop the declarer from taking a lot of tricks. So now, knowing that partner does not have the ace of spades, you need to lead a club. And not just any club. Because the 9-8 is in dummy, you need to play the queen or the 10. Actually, my method here is I play second through declarer. So for me, this would not be a problem. But even if you don't play second best through declarer, you need to play a high here. Because if you play a low, then declarer can play low. And West can do nothing. So did anyone get this right? Let's see. Yes, four tables beat 3 now. Let's see. Here, Lina Öykkönen probably playing a weak no trump, open 1 diamond. North bid 1 heart, south bid 1 no, I assume showing 15 to 16 or 15 to 17. North went to 3 no. And we get the 4 of spades led. To the jack and ace. So let's see what happened. Diamond. West giving I don't like hearts, but I like clubs. Yeah, so this play was different. And Andy's writing here that maybe the play didn't go as I planned. If anyone found the club switch, let me know in the chat. This is a really tough board. that I think most players will get wrong, even on the elite level. So don't be saddened by this, but the important thing is the principle that at trick 2, when the declarer plays his suit, it's important to let your partner know what to continue with, not to give count, unless it's clear that count is important. And the last board on the Smith theme is board 8. So here my plan was that the auction would go normally. 1 no trump, pass, 3 no trump, pass, pass, pass. And North will lead a spade. The jack or the 6 or the 4, depending on the methods. Let's say 6. Once again, you remember the theme. You should, if you can win the trick in both hands, you should try to play an honor from dummy to keep your hand hidden from the defense. So here you have the deuce and the 3, and let's say you play standard signals. You say that you don't like the suits. Let's say you play upside down signals instead. You would play the 3, which looks low from partner's perspective. And there's also another reason to win in dummy here is that you want to play diamonds from dummy. So here it's absolutely clear to win the first trick in dummy. You play the 10 of diamonds. Diamonds is where your tricks are coming. And here, is it a Smith position or not? Yes, it is a Smith. It is a Smith situation because from North's perspective, South could have the queen. And the 3 of spades is not very clear. So if you think this is a Smith position, then what should you play? So if you play Smith, high means you like the lead, right? So you need to play the 2 of diamonds, saying I don't like the lead. And I think this is a Smith position. Because it's not obvious to everyone that spades is not the right side to it's not the right suit to continue. So what should North do now, knowing that partner does not have the queen of spades? Well, here South didn't have time to show whether she wants heart or clubs. So North just has to go with what she knows about the dummy here. So which suit is more likely to be a good suit for defense? So you just have to go with the odds and play a heart. But the danger is not over. So you play the 3, showing an odd number of hearts. Jack. Now you have to be careful not to play ace, king, and another heart. Duck. You could duck and give a positive signal. So let's say you play upside down here. You say you like the suit. Is there any way to be even clearer? So partner knows what to do when she gets in. So giving an encouraging signal is good, but there is one even better play to help North out. Yes, Gerald suggests win the king and then do. And now play another heart. So now it's super easy for partner. Yeah. So the question here is, if partner had two hearts, yes. Because partner leads the two of hearts, you know that partner does not have two. But if you don't know how many hearts partner have, so let's say partner instead would lead the four of hearts, holding four deuce, or possibly 4, 5, 10. You don't know. Here you must give an encouraging signal, because partner might have only two hearts. But when partner plays the deuce, the most helpful thing for partner is to win the king, to let her know that you have the ace and king, and play alone. Now when partner gets in with the king of diamonds, she will know for sure to play another heart. Let's see if what happened on this board. Yes, quite a few table beat it. Let's see. Here we have someone bid hearts. Okay, so here we have my suggested auction in a strong no trump setting. Zeynep Gökçer Yilmaz open 1-0, and the auction went 1-0, 3-0. Svetlana Bodrenkova led spade. They seem to be playing upside down. So South tried to give a signal, but the 3 is not very clear, right? You have to play what you're given. 10 of diamonds. 7 of spades. So here, probably North-South was giving suit preference, thinking that it was not the Smith situation, or they don't play Smith. Now, if you don't play Smith, then the 7 shows the higher suit. So it's all a matter of agreement. Well done anyway. 2 down. And okay, Svetlana, thank you. So it was a Smith situation, but they play reverse Smith, where big says, I discourage spades. It was a good thing you mentioned that, because that's also common, that you reverse the Smith signal. And the important thing is that you're on the same wavelength with your partner. It doesn't matter from a technical standpoint whether you play Smith regular or you play reverse Smith. Very well done, Svetlana Bodrenkova and Elena Shokan. Only 8 tables managed to set this contract. Let's see. Here we have another auction as I was planning. Same lead. Same. No, okay. Here West played a club. Okay. Right. Enough with the Smith signals. Here, I guess. Okay. Now over to trick 2 signals in trump contracts. So here, the plan is that north-south will end up in 4 spades. Here, Sally Clark opened 1-0, 15 to 17, I assume. North transferred. And the lead was to Trump. So is there a... I can't see the lead in the session results. So I'll go without table result and then see if I can find um, someone who played a diamond lead. Here you have an interesting bidding decision as south. Yes, you have 4 card support. But also you have 4-3-3-3. I have started to pass out 3-0 in these situations, and my partners also do that. And my experience is that it's a good proposition because you can't take any roughs in the shorthand. But then this hand would not be a good problem hand for defense. So 4 spades is the contract reached at almost every table. And let's say you lead the 8 of diamonds. Did someone do that? Maureen Pender led a diamond, Joanna Polato. Yes, quite a few. Quite a few at least. And some played 3 spades. So what happens on the diamond lead? You play trumps, fearing the... So here my proposition to you is that you give some kind of signal in trumps, not pertaining to how many trumps you have, but to what suit you want partner to play. And there are 2 different methods here. Some play a trump echo, meaning that if West plays a high spade here, it means that she led a singleton, and she wants partner to give her a rough. In that case, here West would have to play the 3, and East knows now not to play a diamond, but she has no idea whether to play hearts or clubs. So a better agreement on this board, and the agreement I play myself, is to give suit preference in trumps. So here, West knows that all 3 suits are in play. Hearts is a possible suit for partner to play. Diamonds is also a possible suit because you could have a singleton. And clubs is also a possible suit, right? Because dummy is weak in hearts and clubs, and in diamonds, West could have led a singleton. So here, the 9 should say, as Matilda Mitzi suggests, to play a heart. The lowest should say play a club. And the middle one is for diamonds or neutral. So here, when West plays... Well, I don't play the Smith signal in a trump contract. And I haven't heard of anyone that does, because normally in a suit contract, it's clearer whether the suit has to be continued or not. So in trumps, it's more important to give suit preference. So, did anyone here find the heart switch after getting a diamond lead? Let's see, Noreen. Noreen Pender. I'll try to find. I'm trying to find your table, Noreen. Here. Playing spade from hand makes it much harder. Yeah, harder in the sense that that when if you play from dummy and East wins with the ace, now West is wide awake. Whereas if you play from the hand, you might catch West sleeping. That's a very good point, Joanna Polatu. She has to be alert. That's very correct, because now West might be sleeping, thinking that the Declarer has all of the spades anyway. Very good point. What happened here? Yeah, Sooth gave 3 spades over 2 hearts, saying I have 4 spades. And now North, of course, is not suggesting 3-no with this slow hand with 2 small doubletons. And the lead was the diamond. Interesting. To the jack. Excellent. Noreen played the 9. Noreen, you were not sleeping. That's good. It's not good to play bridge and sleep. And let's see if Kathleen got. She did. Excellent defense by Noreen and Kathleen here. And I know this happened at some other tables as well. Yeah, evil cards for East. 10-9-4-3 in every suit, not giving any hints. So here, East opens on most tables 1-no. South has no bid. West transfers. East has quite a good hand. She has only 15 points, but she has 4 spades and a doubleton. So 3 spades is certainly possible here. But let's say East bids 2 spades. West could bid 3 diamonds, but really she has no business bidding anything but 3-no with Queen 1 in both suits. She's not interested in playing 5 diamonds. And here East should correct, having a doubleton. So let's here. So okay, let's see here. Here, Kallanit is saying, I came in don't. She bid 2 clubs showing clubs and a higher suit. They went to 4 spades. On the West hand, partner led club to the ace and a diamond. Yes. So that was, you didn't get a rough. So here, I would say that your partner probably should have given you a rough, because you are not leading a diamond into this dummy if you don't have a singleton. You would instead lead a heart, right? Almost with any holding in heart. So winning the ace and playing a diamond, it screams a singleton. Another question. What does West bid after 3 spades? So I assume now you're talking about East making a super accept, which I said is certainly reasonable with this hand. So I guess now the question you're asking is if this hand is good enough to make a slam try. I think you have a lot of points. You could have 30 points together, but you don't have a lot of aces and kings. Exactly. Too many women in one hand. I don't thought that was possible, but maybe it is. And if it is, this is a good example, for sure. Because the partner has shown 15 to 17. She can at most have ace, ace, king, king, king. And if you try to place those cards on, you cannot find a hand where slam is good. So my suggestion is to only bid 4 spades. It would be much more interesting if, for example, you had ace and 1 heart and 2 small clubs. But here it's very hard to find a hand where slam could have a good play. So, did anyone have this auction or a similar one ending up with 4 spades in East? I assume so, and I hope everyone led the stiff diamond. So let's see. So here a lot of, yes, almost 50-50 actually, making and going down in 4 spades. Okay. So here, what should East play? Well, try to hide again your hand, play the ace here. And why not the queen this time? Well, because the queen is not fooling anyone. North knows that South does not have the king when she leads the 10. So you might as well try to fool South that North has the king of diamonds. Because it's different in no trump and suit, right? Because in suit, it's often right to win the ace from ace queen. Whereas in no trump, you will almost always try the finesse if you don't have the king. So what should North play here? Well, North should give a signal saying I don't have the king. Or possibly, since it's known that the 10 is from shortness, she could give suit preference. Either way, she would play the 8 playing upside down attitude, or saying I like hearts. Right? West plays the queen of spades. Now, what should South play? So this is a hand that's very easy for people who play the trump echo that I talked about on the last hand, saying the highest trump means I have a ruff in the suit I led. So the 9 would be very clear. But I suggested it's better to play suit preference. So here you would play your middle spade. Now on this hand, it's a little worse to play suit preference because the 6 is not very clear. It could be a high card. Actually, the declarer does best to play the 7 to hide. So on this hand, a better method would have been to play the trump echo, where high means I have a ruff. But you don't. You play suit preference, is my suggestion. So here you have a true problem. Should you play a heart, a club, or a diamond? Well, the 6 looks either middle or it looks high. It's not low. So the choice is between hearts and diamonds. So anyone found a diamond play here in the same start? Let me know. Susan Parkins. 5 spades. But the principle is the same, of course. Connie, so that's why you were asking about self-thinking on this hand. Yeah, so West was optimistic, and I don't mind that in general. It's good to be optimistic, but I think on this hand, too many women in one hand, as someone said. Leading the diamond, playing a spade. Playing the 3 of spades. North still found. And look here what North did. She played the 8 of diamonds. Why did she do that? Well, because she wants a heart switch. Well done, Susan. Edina didn't oblige, but on this hand it didn't matter because there were no way to pitch the hearts. But in theory, you did very well to play a high diamond here, Susan. Okay. That was it about the trick 2 signals. You should discuss this with your partner. And remember, different principles for no trump and suit, but you can learn a lot on defense from the trick 2 signal. Trick 1 signal everyone knows about, but trick 2 is less discussed in general. All right. So East. So I don't know here if Ferda Kanklikli Kanklikilic and Eser Pekos was playing strong no trump or not. This is a 14 count. Playing 15-17. You might upgrade. You have ace jack 10 fifth. But you have jack third. So I would just open one club if I play a strong no trump. Okay, one no. Partner suggested I'll be don't with my hand. So playing don't, you don't have the option to double to show a good hand, which is, of course, the problem holding this hand. So I cannot double, and I would not be don't with this hand. I have only 4-4 with most of my points in my short suits. But what's more important here, you don't mind playing defense against 1-0 when they are red and you are white. But I don't have a strong opinion. But I would pass if I don't have a double to show a good hand. Now after this, you get a second. So transfer 2 hearts. Now you have another option. But still, it's dangerous to double. You have 7 points in hearts and 3 hearts. A partner is not passing, and you only have 2 clubs. So I understand your auction. Unlucky result, I would say. I wouldn't think about that too much. You both bid reasonably. I think playing this system the same. Maybe I should bid 2 spades after the pass on 2 hearts. So you're saying here, in direct position. It's a bit of a gamble. Yeah, you want to bid, but 2 spades and double both has flaws. So, if you bid 2 spades, you might end up in a silly 4-2 fit, and if you double, you might end up in a silly 4-2 fit in clubs instead. So I think no, I wouldn't bid 2 spades. I mean, playing teams, it's dangerous. Now Paris is a different beast, of course. Like Paris, maybe it's even right to bid. I agree with your bidding, Kalanit. I would have also defended 2 hearts if I was playing Don't on this board. Mm. Now some, I guess, play double here as a good hand. Anyone left that does? Susan Parkins, we ended up in 4 spades, which I admit was a trifle optimistic. Was a little optimistic. Did you make? How was your auction? Let's see. Susan Parkins. You did make. So here, South had Edina Rosta had a double available to show a good hand. Yeah, 4 spades making is a massive result. It was the only table to get that result. Okay, so what happened here? South doubled, showing points. West should probably bid 2 hearts. Pass and redouble. Not sure what that meant. Now West ran to 2 hearts. So probably East was redoubling, saying, I have a weak hand for my no trump. Please run. South made so what was this double by your partner, Susan? Penalty, but you were not having any of that. Yeah, redouble. Do something intelligent, partner. Now sometimes partner has 4-3-3-3 and 0 points. and is not able to do anything intelligent. But here it was a wise decision to let partner know that she should do something intelligent. Yeah. Very aggressive, but paid off. I assume East led diamond. Yeah. North pulling trumps. Needs the ace of clubs on side. Ruffs a heart. Needed quite a lot on side. Yes. Needed the ace king tight of diamonds, I assume. Even. Yeah, very, very low percentage game. But luck fortunes the brave. Well done. Okay. Yes. This is here you can make 6 hearts, but it's also quite possible to play 1 spade. But no one did. I was thinking someone would play 1 spade. Okay, Gabriel. So I guess you're asking here, how do we get to hearts? Well, so what was 2 clubs, Gabriel? Semi-forcing. Yeah, you can show the auction. Sorry, I forgot that only I can see the auction until I. Okay, so North decided to open a semi-forcing 2 clubs. It's a very good hand. Playing that system, it seems reasonable. South bids -2 diamonds, I assume. West stays out, and North shows her best suit, bidding a semi-forcing 2 spades. Yes. Playing this system, also I have sympathy for the result. I mean, what can South do? So let's say North is something like 7-2-2-2, or 7-1-3-2, or 7-1-2-3. Now, where is it gonna end if South takes another bid? So after this start, it was impossible for you, Gabrielle and Isabel, to find a better contract. But what happens if you decide the auction at Kalanit's table was funny? So what was your result, Kalanit? To help me find the right 3 hearts plus 2. All right. Here you have the auction. 1 spade by North. Pass, pass. Yeah, it's what I thought was gonna happen at a lot of tables. If I was playing with myself, it would start 1 spade, pass, pass. And West hopefully would come to my rescue. As here, West bids 1-0, which I think is a perfectly normal bid. Sometimes when you're white against red, you could pass with this hand, but when you're red against white, it's just too likely that you can make 3-0. So you have to bid 1-0. One spade pass double. I would not bid with this hand with my stiff diamond, and but that it doesn't matter. What is your bid as North? You can live with both. I mean, I'm not bidding two spades. I'm bidding either redouble to show a good hand, or I get my suit in. But the problem is two hearts could be bid on a weaker hand with 5-5. So redouble is not a bad bid. So let's say you redouble. So one spade, pass, double, redouble, two diamonds. One spade, pass, two clubs. What do I bid? I would bid double, and then when partner bids diamond, I would correct to hearts, saying I have a huge hand with four hearts and at least five spades. You can bid two hearts, but it doesn't promise a big hand. But on the auction at this table, should North South have found four hearts? Uh, some Parkins, they bid four hearts. Here, I think that's. I think North should raise to. I think you, Sonia, should raise to four hearts here. Uh, because if partner has like Jack fourth in hearts and nothing else, you're probably making four hearts. So when partner bids three hearts over 2-0 here, I think North definitely has a raise. Because the North hand is huge once you get support in one of your suits. Someone played four clubs -3. At one table, it went at Matilda Mitz's table. It went one spade, pass, two clubs, two hearts, pass, four hearts. Yeah, the 5 card support is huge. It's a little too much, I think, four hearts, but definitely three hearts, and then North should raise. So I guess Matilda, you were West coming to the rescue. I've done that so many times. Being in the balancing position when they're in one spade, and then they're in 4 or 6 hearts the next round. Um, just have to live with it. Actually, it may I'm now very conservative balancing in last seat in these positions because it seems to happen so often that they find the hard suit, and that was exactly the case on this board. So if I have many spades and not many hearts, I like to pass here with a lot of points. But this I think is extreme because you're red against white. You really want to look for 3-0, right? So I mean you really can't blame West here for reopening the auction, I must say. All right. Uh, So what was the auction? One heart by West. North passes, of course. East makes a four heart bid. So this is kind of interesting here, whether you should show your void in spade or bid directly four hearts. So Connie bid three spades. I mean, the hand, I think, is good enough to bid a splinter. But there's another problem, and it shows on this hand. The spade suit is higher than the heart suit. So by bidding only three spades, you give them an opportunity to get into the auction. So I really like four hearts here by Katrina de Gougebon. So sometimes you have to choose the practical bid, even though there is a more scientific bid that would maybe better describe your hand. Because with this hand, let's say partner has the ace of clubs and a stiff diamond. So now you're making six hearts. But it's more important here to preempt the spade suit. Four hearts, double by Jenny Fitzgerald. I agree with this bid. You could bid four spades, but you have good defense against four hearts. You have ace, ace, king. You have a lousy spade suit. So unless partner has four spades, you might not belong in four spades. So I like double. So West is happy. And North, Joan, you asked about this board. You have a clear pass, in my opinion. And I guess four spades would not have been much more fun for you. Red. uh, Even though partner had five spades here, you would go for 800, I think, or maybe more if you misguessed the diamonds. 1100. 1100, yes. Yeah. So here they say takeout doubles are for takeout, but with this hand you can really not take out the double of four hearts. Because even if they make, you rate to go a lot of down. Sometimes partner only has three spades. So now you're playing four spades, red against white, on a 4-3 fit. So I have sympathy for you, Joan. Actually, East did very well here. So she deserved a good result. Yeah, I imagine there were a lot of big results on this one. Some got to play four hearts. What about pass from south? To me, it's inconceivable to pass the south hand. I'm either bidding four spades or I'm doubling. And sometimes shit happens, as on this board. But I'm positive it's the percentage bid. I mean, it's percentage two bid. I'm not confident if four spades or double is the best bid, but to bid something active for sure. And you're red against white. So they're very often stealing from you. Here they were not. But who knows? Okay, Susan Biggins says we bid one heart, pass, three diamonds, invite, four hearts, pass, three spades, Q bid, four hearts minimum. Yeah. With one heart, 3 diamonds. Do you bid 3 spades? Yeah. Sort of the same problem. It depends what double means for you. So me and my partner Marion, we play here. If we double 3 diamonds showing support, it's a takeout double of hearts. It's not a lead directing double for diamonds, even though I have good diamonds also on this. Um, but I think here I would bid 3 spades because I can get in on the 3 level. But I don't have a strong opinion between double or 3 spades. So what did you bid, Debbie? Callan it, 1 heart, 3 spades, showing. Okay, so Debbie comes in saying she bids 3 spades, went 4 hearts, and your partner raised to 4 spades. That's it's too much, I think. With a partner bidding only 3 spades here, it's you're not making game, and you don't want to sacrifice red against white, right? So they got to 5 hearts double. Partner led a spade. They made 5 hearts. Yeah. They can't make 5 hearts if South doesn't play the king of spades. So let's say spade, low 10, pitching a diamond. Yeah, on a spade it should be 5, right? Because you can pitch 2 diamonds on the 2 spade tricks. You can ruff 2 spades, or you can even set up clubs. Yeah. So you have to lead something else. Let's see. On one table, let Callan sorry, double down 1. Quite a few of those. Let's see. 1 heart, 3 spades, showing void or singleton. I don't know. South doubled. So what was that, Kalanit? Is that takeout of hearts or showing spades? Anyway, you had both. So who cares? West bid 4 clubs. Yeah, showing spades. Yeah. North not eager to support spades here. Well done, Sonia. West bid a Q bid. She has a big hand opposite short spades. East says no. No, because East has a minimum hand for her splinter. South bid 4 spades. Maybe I would have stayed out because they're making a slam try. Tack så mycket, Isabel. Double, but you did well, Kathleen, because you got them to 5 hearts. You're hungry on this deal, Kalanit. 3 doubles and a voluntary 4 spade. I like it. And spade lead. Well done. Okay. Declarer decided to pitch a club. So now she still had two diamond losers. Okay. I see. Yeah, this is an interesting board in the bidding, for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Gabriel. I'm glad you appreciated. Yes. So West penalty double for spades and East removed. Thank you, Susan. Glad you enjoyed. Mm. So now North knows uh, that a spade lead cannot be fruitful. I agree with you, Kalanit. Sometimes you just lead your partner's suit. It's one of these lazy things that bridge players do, which is so easy to do even for good players, for very good players or experts, that you stop to think about the hand and just lead your partner's suit, which is sometimes a bad idea. Thank you, Serap. Tack Havst. Thanks and good night, Guba. Yes, I hope you can make use of the signaling discussion. Maybe a little confusing, but at least hopefully you got some ideas to discuss with your partners. There is a lot of imps to gain if you discuss these things. Thank you, Ping. Thank you, everyone. So I guess this is it. We didn't get to discuss all the boards, but at least half of them. So good night, everyone.